Good morning, guys. I hope everybody is good and well. Wick-free Scott here. I'm going to wait for a few guys to log on to the call this morning. I hope everybody's having a good week. If you're watching the recorded version on YouTube, probably fast forward a few minutes because I'm just going to sit here waiting for people to get on the live Facebook. And then I'm going to get started. So, if you're on live, please give me a thumbs up and let me know you can hear me, you can see me, and everything is good and ready to rock and roll. Just drinking, it's 9 a.m. here in Spain, so I'm just getting my nice cup of tea. I've been up since 5 a.m. and I've got lots of stuff done, and I love getting up nice and early, as many of you will know. And getting my stuff done, and then I can live my life how I want for the rest of the day, after I do a few Skype calls, a few conference calls, and then it's time to chill out. So, I can see 4 people on the call. I want somebody to give me a giant thumbs up if they can hear me. Please. Boom, boom, boom. Please tell me you can hear me. There's always a delayed reaction, so please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Morning, Anna Watson. I thought you were flipping about breakfast party. I'm only kidding. But can you hear me, Anna? Please tell me you can hear me. Can somebody hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Morning, Lisa. I take it you can hear me and the thumbs up aren't coming. Howdy, Chrissy. Because people are saying hello to me. Okay, Anna Watson gave me a thumbs up. Wanda says she can hear me. Okay, so it's 9:01 on my clock, so I'm going to give you guys another minute. And then I am going to get started. So, oh no, it's 9:02. Okay, let's get this party rocking and rolling, and many people can go and listen to the recording. But there's a good few over here, so let's get started. So, for those who don't know me, I am Scott. I hope everybody is good and well. I've even said that at the beginning. I'm going to tell you a bit of our story. A few of you who've been with us a few years know our story. No one actually knows our story 110% because we are actually quite private people, believe it or not. Despite what you see on YouTube and Facebook, we are actually quite private people. But I am going to tell you a bit of our story now, and how I managed to read this book called Beach Money, and what it's done for our life. And I can honestly say, I reread this book this week. So, no, I read it Sunday and Monday. And I don't cry. I don't cry at movies. I don't cry at weddings. I don't cry when something soppy comes on. But I was in a cafe and Thea was at a birthday party yesterday, and I cried in public reading this book. Luckily, I had my sunglasses so I could cover my eyes. Here they are right here. And, keep away the tears. But, so I actually cried. Okay, and I want to show you why I cried. So, back a good 4 years ago, Alexandra was doing our Scentsy business. No, it would have been 5 years ago. Would it have been 5 years ago? Yeah, it would have been 5 years ago. It would have been actually 5 years ago this month. So Alexandra was doing our Scentsy business, and I was fully supportive, and I was a fully supportive partner. Always positive, always carried the boxes for her, always dropped her off at parties, and I had my own events company. And it's quite a successful events company. It was paying for a good living for us, for a good 12 months, because we did struggle before that too. But we had a 12-month period where we lived a really good life thanks to my events company. We got to travel like we do now around the world. And it was going really well. We were earning real good paychecks. So Alexandra's Scentsy business was just like, it was like a semi-hobby. She always wanted to be a superstar director from the start, but it was like a semi-hobby. And, well, it was a real business, but I never saw it as a real business because I was a breadwinner. We didn't really need the cash, but it was good for her, good for her independence. I never thought it would end up where it was today. She did, but I didn't. And my business started to struggle. Recession hit really hard. In fact, I put myself out of business. The reason I put myself out of business is because I'm a nice guy. And I helped others set up. I helped the competition set up in their own business. They came to me for advice all the time, and I helped them set up. They undercut me, and then they didn't pay their taxes. Okay? And in February, so 5 years ago in February, our business was really struggling. And I'm the kind of guy who likes to make things happen. It doesn't matter how tough things are. My excuse is I don't do excuses. I just get on with it, all right? But I had a meeting with Alexandra in a cafe in Drogheda in Ireland, and I said to her in February, 5 years ago last month, I said to her, my business it's on its way down, Alexandra. It's not on its way up. And I would be normally the person who goes, you know something? I'm going to make this happen, Alexandra. Don't you worry. You know, I had a family to feed back then, and, you know, I had bills to pay. I'm going to make this happen, you know? And I was like, I could just see it tankering. And the more I worked, the less money I was earning. And I could see that. And Alexandra, who used to be, not anymore, he used to be a bit of the, oh, well, that's okay then, just quit, Scott, and start something else, was like, oh my God, Scott, this is what feeds us. You got to go out there and make it happen. So February 5 years ago, I took Alexandra's words on board. I did not want to let my family down, okay? I worked more hours to earn less money, fighting against the competition. I could have just grasped them into the tax man, but that ain't my style, okay? That really ain't my style. Dirty tactics are not my style. And they would have still got away with it anyway. But it really doesn't bother me. I am here because of my style, my authenticity back then. That is why I'm here today. I fully believe that. Okay, so I was working more hours and earning less money. Stress levels were high and I was getting fat. I was getting out of shape, which is not the way I like to do things either, you know? I'm not like rippling with six-pack or anything like that, but I like to keep myself fit and healthy. And the stress was getting to me. And I was fat, and I was carrying on piling on the pounds, and I was carrying on being stressed, and not the Scott which everybody knew the Scott for. So anyway, so I'm going to go forward with the story, then I'm going to take a step backwards. So we went to Las Vegas. Alexandra earned the first ever European incentive trip for 2 people. We were 2 out of 3 people, okay, who earned that trip. And I went to Las Vegas, and I knew before we went to Las Vegas that my business was finished. Boom, finished. But I didn't dare tell Alexandra. So we went to Vegas that time, and I knew my bank balance was 0. And we come to the end of the trip, which was an awards dinner. I remember a massive buffet. And we were due to go to San Francisco afterwards. Now, I always had a bit of savings here and there, and I have properties. So we did have other income coming in. But it wasn't millions. It was just enough to just tie us by. All right? So we went to Vegas, and boom, no money in the bank, okay? The other investments were just tying over the mortgages and a few bills, and we have another house which is paid off. And that was just covering a few other stuff, okay? So we're in Vegas, boom. I got all this food so we could survive the next day. And I said to Alexandra on the last day of our Vegas trip, because I know that was one of the biggest goals to go to Vegas, so I didn't have the heart to tell her about how my business was going. And I told her that we were facing bankrupt. My business had gone. Boom. No matter how hard I tried, no more 18-hour days, Alexandra, it's just declining. And from that day, we looked at our Scentsy business, and we looked at our first month. Our Scentsy business could cover our rent at the time. We were renting in a house in Ireland. It could cover our bills, but he couldn't put food on the table. So we ended up going to the Vincent de Paul, and we will always say this, and we support them all the time right now, and we got some food vouchers for 1 month. And we made it our goal that from that month afterwards, okay, we would, out of our Scentsy pay, we would pay for our rent, we would pay for our bills, and we would put food on our table, okay? And we managed to do that. So that is the story, but I want to take a step backwards from that story. That was in that was late July 2012. And I want to take you back to June 2012. Now, we have a house in Turkey, and we like to go there. We might not be going there this year because there's lots of sunshine here. So we like to go there to relax, to do lots of self-developing, to just spend time as a family. And we also work our business over there too, okay? We do it to update our website and stuff like that. So we were in Turkey that year in June, and I really needed this break. Because things were really, I was on death's door. Oh my God, I looked really bad. And I remember on Jennifer Audette's team page, and Eric Audette, who is her husband, he doesn't post much. Okay, he actually doesn't post at all. And he posted this book called Beach Money by Jordan Adler. And I thought, you know something? I'm going to read a bit of that. And I remember I was in a tree house, and I had Alexandra's old pink Kindle. And I was up in this tree house with waterfalls. It's beautiful. I remember spending 3 hours of my life reading this book from back to front. And I thought to myself, oh my God, I would love to live the lifestyle he talks about in there. I love to get the paychecks of the people he talks about in there. I love to be able to travel the world like the people he talks about in there. I love to be able to work out and have the financial freedom to spend time with my family every single day like he talks out in there. And he shows you methods of how to do this. So I remember reading this book. And I decided 5 years on, because I just forgot all the context of the book, if I'm absolutely honest. And I decided 5 years on to read that book on Sunday. And I read it on Sunday and Monday. And like I said, I don't get emotional. And I got teary in a cafe as it came to the end of the book, because he talked about certain paychecks which we'd gone on to achieve. He talked about working 4 hours a day and having the rest of the day to do what you want. He talked about how to holiday every single month on average and live a good life. He talked about how to move, live in a sunny climate and live by the beach in the mountains. He talked about being able to work out when you wanted and do what you wanted. And the tears started flowing me because I realized that I read that book 5 years ago and was seriously inspired, and it actually happened. I remember him talking about the paychecks in that book 5 years ago, and I'm like, that's a long way off. I know I can do it, but that's a long way off. I remember talking about the lifestyle he did 5 years ago, and I thought, wow, I really wanted to be that, and now we are that. We get to do all those things, and it's thanks to this incredible book. And that book taught me an awful lot, and it made me teary. I was in public, oh my God, in front of Thea's friends, mums from school. I was in tears, and luckily I went like this. Oh my God, because Alexandra I think she was out working with a new consultant. Now, enough of the sloppy stuff from Mr. Scott. I want to talk about the 3 principles from that book, which have really got us to do what we want, you know? On average, we holiday every single month. On average, some months we do 2 holidays a month, some holidays we don't, but it averages out of a year, we probably do 12 holidays a year. Okay, we do 1 every single month. Okay, I get to go to the gym when I want. I get to spend time with my family when I want, and I work 4 hours really hard every single day consistently. And I want to talk to you about how we manage to achieve that. And these are the 3 principles, and it's not rocket science. It's nothing that it's gonna throw you off guard. It's these 3 certain things that we would do. Okay? There's lots of other little things to go with it, and I will talk about a few of them, but these 3 little things. Okay? Number 1, and most important, you have to share this opportunity and bring a minimum of 4 people in per month. That's a minimum of 1 person per month, and a maximum, a week, 1 person per week, minimum, and a maximum of 1 person per week. You want to work with those people. You want to do the best job with those people. So bring 1 person in per week, on average 4 people per month, minimum 4 people per month. Don't ever go below 4 people per month. You've then got to sell the products. You've got to sell some products, you know? So I want you to aim for 2,000 PRV. You've got to sell some products. It's that simple. So you've got to bring a minimum of 4 people in per month and sell some products. Number 3, you've got to teach others to do the same. Repeat. Simple. No rocket science needed. You know? No rocket science needed. You don't have to overcomplicate things. This system, this business you're in is so simple and it's so enjoyable. And I can honestly tell you, it took us 3 to 5 years, okay, to really get it. You guys can do it in 3 years. We can teach you all what went wrong. We were brand new. The products are already out there, and it's already humming. Okay, so if you can do this consistently every single month, 3 to 5 years, then you can be living the beach money lifestyle. Okay, and I'm going to also talk to you now about some of the things in the book which he also mentions, and just a few slides. And you know, if you read, I want you to read this book. If you've got a Kindle, go and get it. If you've not, go and purchase the book. Okay, some of them you have to tailor down. It's very some of it is very network marketing talking. Some of it you have to tailor down, okay? Some of it you have to think of how Scentsy works, okay? It doesn't work like that. But a good 75% of that book will grow your business. For those who've worked with us for a long period of time, you will hear lots of things that I say and Alexandra says come from that book. Beach Money, Jordan Adler. It's a great read, okay? So let me also talk a few other things about that book, which, stuck out for me. He reminded me that the team that plays together stays together. We have always prided ourselves on meeting our team members, no matter if they're in the USA, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, the UK, Spain, Ireland, France. We've been there, we've done the miles, okay? Have fun. You don't have to go there and have lots of training, okay? Meet your team members. Meet the people you bring in. Go and have some fun with them. Sorry, that's an Irish term for fun. Go and have some fun with them. Go and have a laugh with them. Go and bond, let them know you're real, and just share natural tips over the table, okay? So the team that plays together stays together. And this has been one of the most important things in our business, which has helped us get to where we are today. Number 2 is make genuine friends. Don't make friends for business. Make genuine friends everywhere you go. And Jordan speaks about this in his book. Genuine friends everywhere you go. Some will want to join your business, some won't. But make sure you make genuine friends all the time, okay? Talk about having a plan, which you're willing to stick to for the next 18 to 24 months. And I pretty much gave you your plan if you want to earn beach money. If you really want to earn it, that is the plan you need to follow. 4 minimum new consultants a month, yeah? Sell some products, aim for 2,000 PRV, smash that 2,000 PRV, teach other people to do the same. That is your plan. And if you can stick to that for 18 to 24 months, you watch the results fly in. You can build a serious income on a lunchtime schedule. Oh my goodness me, this business takes up so much time. No, it doesn't. If you do the right things and do income generating activities every single day, you can build this business and you can get 2,000 PRV and you can bring in those 4 consultants and you can teach others to do the same on a lunchtime schedule. If you're organized and you just get on with it and do it, okay? An hour down your lunchtime, come home, do another hour. Your kids go to bed, do another hour. That's all I do is I power hour throughout the day, okay? I try to do it 4 to 6 times a day, okay? So you can build a serious income on a lunchtime schedule. I've talked about bringing in 4 people per month. You need to sponsor a minimum 48 people per year, okay? Jordan talks about sponsoring a minimum of 30 people per year because, and you'll hear this rule from me, you sponsor 30 people, 10 people do absolutely nothing. Hasta luego, amigos. They do nothing. They come here and they talk a lot. They don't do it much. 10 people do a little bit here and there. They stick in orders every 3 months. 10 people will stick in orders every single month then, and that equals 30. And one of those 30 will become a rock star. So you got to look to sponsor a minimum 30 people. But I've tailored that to 48 because we're talking about a minimum of 4 recruits a month. Another big one. Technology will not replace the fundamentals of building a business. And I talked about this. You got to meet your people. You got to build genuine relationships. Don't just hide behind your Facebook, Get out there, do starter parties, do house parties, get borrow bugs out there. Go and meet your team members. Have a drink with them. Have dinner with them. Meet their partners, meet their kids. Meet people. Have fun. Don't just hide behind the technology which we're blessed with today. Yeah? So technology will not replace the fundamentals of building a business. Okay, and my last final tip is, regardless of the financial situation you're in, you can turn it around in 18 to 24 months. I am, and Alexandra are living proof of that. If you met me personally, okay? Yes, Cheryl, the buy-sell boards are still great though, I'm just saying. What we do is we get recruits off buy-sell boards, or however we can get recruits, and then we go and meet them. So always go out and meet them. It's always good, Cheryl. But Alexandra and me are living proof that you can do this in 18 to 24 months. You can turn your financial situation around. If you met me, you'll know I'm not Superman, okay? If you met Alexandra, you'll know that she's a bit crazy, she's loud, she's normal. We're both normal. But we had a plan, we stuck to that plan, and that's why we're here today, okay? So you can turn your financial situation around in 18 to 24 months. We did, and we will continue to help others to do the same, because that is what we do now. We help others do the same. We're trying to help others create the beach money lifestyle, okay? And my last but and this is just coming from me. This is not from the Beach Money book, okay? You have to install belief in yourself, okay? If you say you can't do it, your mind will tell you you won't do it, okay? If you tell your mind you can do it, you will do it. You will move mountains. End of story. And that's what got through us that tough patch all those years ago. It's because I knew deep down in here that we could do this. I knew it. And we went out and we did it. And we are still doing it today. And our goals are still high. And we still believe in here. And that is what will take us forward. And that is what you need to take you forward. Many people have self-doubt. Don't have self-doubt. Self-doubt ruins people. If you want to move mountains and achieve the life you really want to live, you want to retire your husband, I don't know what your goals are, you want to go on holiday, it might not be to live the beach money lifestyle, it might be financial free, wherever you are, pay off your mortgage, I don't know. But you can achieve all of that if you have a positive mindset. If everything you do, you can say to yourself, you can do this, you want to do this, and you are going to do this. You got to switch it on, you got to plug it in, and you got to make it happen. So that's my call for today. This evening, in the next, I think it's probably around 9:15, in about 12 hours time, I'll be putting the top 10s up for recruiting and sales so far this month. Not per country, they go up next week. And I just wanted to say that you guys can really do this. I hope you enjoyed my call. I hope you can take away from this, and I hope you can go and make things happen for yourself, because you can do this. I would highly recommend purchasing Jordan Adler's Beach Money, reading it, put everything he says into action, tailor it to our Scentsy business, because some of it's a bit network marketing, and we are not a network marketing company. Even though we do network marketing, we are a party plan company. But tailor it towards the Scentsy business, the Scentsy ethics, and you will run a great business. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you soon. Have a great week.